I bought Bitcoin and wrote about Bitcoin when it was maybe 25 cents. Then again, when it was 100. So I've been following this for a long time. And I think thinking from first principles, just stepping back for a moment, what we do in technology is fundamentally disruptive if it's at its best, if it's truly going to be important in the world. And when you hear that word disruption, you kind of file it as a buzzword. But what it really means at its core is like competition. And it's not just competition disruption. When you say disruption, you're talking about existential competition. Two people go in the ring, one person comes out. People keep bringing up, oh, you're an investor at Uber. They broke the rules. They bent the rules. Uber was going against cabs. Airbnb was going against like hotels. WeWork was going against like long-term real estate leases. When you look at all those disruptive technologies and what they did at their core, they disrupted on behalf of consumers and lowered prices, increased choice, et cetera. When you look at crypto, the crypto crowd literally said, we are going to replace fiat currency. Fiat currency is the government. And so my thesis from the beginning was, if the government has a way to stop this, they do not want to be disrupted. What is a government at its core? It's a military, it's a bunch of rules, laws, and it's money. That's the kind of pillars of any government's power. We knew the government wasn't going to give this up, and they effed around and found out. But the truth is, and this is where I have some sympathy for the crypto people, not the people who are just committing crime the whole way and just dumping these bags on retail, et cetera. But we do want to have this innovation here. There are some innovative aspects to it. But Gary Gensler said, listen, you already have electronic money. It's called money in the United States. We already have these services. You don't need this. Consumers don't need it. And you have to understand the SEC's function in the world to understand why they're taking this action. Their function is to protect investors. Investors lost a bunch of money. Therefore, they are going to retroactively inflict pain and hold people accountable for their mandate, which is to protect investors. You could have easily resolved this, and the companies could have resolved this. The companies could have followed these things as securities and only allowed accredited investors, top 5% of the country, people who make over $200K a year. They didn't do that. They said anybody can buy these. Well, that's just not how it works in America. And it should change. I think everybody should be able to buy any security they want in America, just like anybody can go play blackjack. And the easiest solution for this just passed in Congress this week, and will go to the Senate and be a law soon, I think, allowing every American, the other 94%, to take a test and become accredited. If that happens, you take a test just like you take a driver's license test. I know what diversification is. I know how risky these are. Once you take that 50-question test, you become accredited, and then you can buy these coins if you want to.